The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned.
My siblings say about my Halloween party, and they're like,
Okay, before you get into that too quick, we're live.
Oh, great.
Never mind then.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Welcome to Vaccine Crew. If you hear something in the background, that is Sirenscape. We're doing running the nets. Sorry, I got distracted because Kevin texted me. Ignore this. This is my food that I will be slowly trying to devour. I mostly seem a little out of it. I was really fucked up and sick yesterday, dealing with the after effects of it today, but I should be good. So, does anybody want? Sirenscape is super cool. Their everything package is $22 every other month, and it is for their fantasy and sci-fi and board game sound sets. And I think the link is above somebody's head. I have no idea who. And does anybody want to recap what the hell happened last time?
It was a great, huge mess. Last time on Retroverse. All right, so the vaccine crew decided to try and have a little downtime, a little nice R&R, on account of, well, everything has been horrible lately, and we recently found out a lot of really troubling information and had some clones made, and they're trying to figure out their shit in the world with no place for them, and Barkley's been all like, I don't know, I gotta find Lyra before, and basically there was a big party, and Barkley decided to invite the whole world over his InstaSlam account, so they had to try and do some damage control from that shenanigans. But Vinna, the most reclusive member of the entire team, had her house raided by a gigantic party and hated every minute of it. Meanwhile, Lyra decided to take the bait and show up at the party and confess some shit and tried to make things right in her way, and Bark died. And everything is awful, and everyone is suffering, and Crypto is like having a real panic attack about, well, everything, and Oli is having a panic attack about Crypto, and I don't know what the clones are doing right now.
They're off living their best life. They know none of this and are not.
They're straight vibing, man.
We kind of lost track of them.
I have an idea that they're just like making a certain spot in Boomtown like a house. Like, I think this is what a house looks like.
Oh,
and they're just trying to figure it.
Adorable. The idea of
and then
two like brand new androids trying to build an apartment based on the like broken, fucked up memories they have of Oli and Crypto.
I
Coming this fall to NBC.
I hope it's not sad, honestly.
Noli is just like, no, it needs more crystals.
Okay.
Yeah, because like Oli's is gonna look like this adorable crystal boho house, and Crypto's is just like, what do you mean you need more than a bed and a bench press? I don't understand.
That's
all you need.
Coming soon to CBS Comedy, Two Clones. I don't see. I think Voxhart and Heyu were left off picking up the mess and like cleaning up the party remnants. Oh, someone shot through the roof. I think it was Lyra. I forget.
That was me.
No, that was Crypto.
Right. So there's that. And
it's in English. If it makes any difference.
It could have been in French and it would have hit the same. But yeah, now Vinna's gonna have to call somebody to fix the roof.
I want that clipped just for posterity.
And I think as we finished off the episode, it shifted focus, and Simon and his weird little goblin companion went into some kind of a heavily fortified area. Then there was a bang and a flash of light, and then the scene stopped. So, universe.
I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah, totally fine.
Yeah.
So we did leave off with the two figures of Simon and the Goblin Gel walking into this old derelict station in the virtual world. And a few moments later, a blinding explosion of white light and green code basically fills the area. And as that blinding light fades, we see left behind is a wreckage of just mangled electronics and wires everywhere. Simon and the Goblin Gel stand amid this wreckage, surrounded by the metal corpses of ancient robots. Simon, you had managed to copy all of the necessary protocols from the main device, from the main control panel, before it was ruined in a chain reaction that also exploded all of the automatons. You're tired and bloodied, but you guys got what you came here for. And
all right.
at least the device, it has what you came here for. The control panel in this actual facility itself is basically useless, or at least the control panel is useless at this point. But what do you want to do?
To dust myself off a little bit, look at my goblin friend, and I hope this is worth it.
Could have gone better. It wasn't a complete waste. You did get everything on there, right?
Oh yeah, no, this will work like a charm. We just got to bring it to, the boss and
All right, fabulous.
let her plug it in, pull the trigger.
Oh, let's go then.
All right, you lead the way.
Sure. Pulls up on her that hacked badge gauntlet that or Knights of the Grid badge gauntlet that she has. Pulls up a set of coordinates, and a portal appears before she steps through.
I will follow.
Give me 2 seconds while I figure out. Find the thing where I wrote down what it looks like.
As he goes to step through, like behind her, he's gonna reach up and toggle on his AEN headset, and the broadcast notice is gonna go out.
So I assume that's the thing that you put into the group chat earlier.
Yes.
So back home, all the rest of you guys, I'll say at this point, you had just made your way probably back to like the main professor's offices and everything after Bark's message. And all of you get a notification on your phone that Simon is live.
What?
You guys step out of this portal and into a very busy, bustling city in the virtual world that, looking around, is just all this sort of steel gray and neon green. And you can see lines of what look like thin tubes that actually have like literal code running through them. All throughout the city, and looking around, you can see that at the very center of the city is this just absolutely massive metal sphere that all of these tubes go into.
Pipe commands.
What fresh hell of bullshit is this?
Well, I'm over here making computer puns, but okay. It looks like a CPU.
This is literally just Kat looking at art and making shit up, and Jesse's like, this is what you mean. I'm like, yep, definitely. That was 100% intentional.
Yeah, you own it.
This is where art meets science.
And you guys she leads you into one of these like tall skyscrapers that as soon as you walk in, the guard, you take one look at him and can tell that they are probably not a human. They look human, but just the way that they react and the way they like turn to look at you has that sort of uncanny valley sort of thing of like, that's probably a robot, maybe even an AI.
Not
and
quite sloppy enough to be organic.
Yeah, and she just sort of looks at it. She's like, you know where we're going. And the guard at the front desk does something on the computer in front of him, and the elevator in front of you, where the floors had read that it went up to 25, you actually see the rest of that metal plate appear, and a 26th floor lights up. That hadn't been there before.
Huh.
You guys get in, make your way up to the top, and she says, "So, what's your plans after this? Are you, like, looking to make it into the big circle, or are you just trying to get in with the hacker?" Or...
Well, I'll be honest with you. I came here to increase my power and to learn more about how to manipulate the code. But, I mean, if there's a chance for advancement, wouldn't I have to step over her to do it? That doesn't seem like a smart move.
Oh, well, I mean, seems like people in the circle are dropping like freaking flies. I don't know if you heard the sound of that one squid face is dead.
You don't say.
Yeah.
May the circle be unbroken
Yeah.
by and by. Well, I suppose that means there's room at the top then.
I mean, if you're into that. Honestly, I'm just here because the pay is really good.
There is that too.
Yeah.
What do you like to do with your money when you get it? I don't know this section of the virtual world so well. This is some uncharted subnets for me. What's fun?
Well, there's, just getting drunk as you possibly can, all manner of illicit substances. There's also the fun bits where you can go off and make your own little corner of the virtual world, which is one that I'm building up to. I gotta save a bit more money for it because I don't know how to do that myself yet, really. But
that does sound fun. I think I might like that. You want to tell me some more about that, and we can continue on down the corridor with that conversation.
Are we like seeing this? Like, what are we seeing?
So this is basically like a Simon's eye view.
Okay.
He's basically got like smart glasses going on, where he's wearing his AEN headset underneath the disguise of the Orchid Mantis costume that he's had on this whole time.
Okay.
So, yeah, his AEN headset is on a live stream right now, and so y'all can see that and hear what he's saying and what's going on around him.
So the elevator dings after a few moments, and you guys walk out into just this huge mess of people hunched over computers working on lines of code, and these are all very clearly like humans. They are tired, disheveled. There are cups of ramen and half-finished coffee next to them. They are very clearly busting their asses, and in the center of the room, in this like big semicircle desk, you see the top of the head of the woman that you recognize as the reality hacker. She's mostly obscured by a panel of screens and is zipping around to each of them. But as soon as the elevator dings, she stops and like scoots her chair to the side to look around. Oh shit, you guys survived. Hey.
I mean, it was not easy.
I can tell. That's a fair amount of blood and dust on you.
Well, I'll tell you, for being an abandoned super weapon of ancient times, it was heavily fortified and still quite well defended by the Daemon programs.
Well, that's why I sent you to.
Yes, well, I hope you appreciate all the hard work.
Joe's like, yeah. Probably would have gone a lot poorer if we weren't as quick as we are. But he's got your doohickey. Unfortunately, like, the rest of the console was... But...
They're very tenacious.
So, this is what then?
Well, I had to make a remote targeting system, basically, because, like she said, the console kind of got fried. You set your coordinates here. You can use the rangefinder to map out your location for targeting here. And this big red button, of course, is the firing.
Fabulous. Okay, so I am very excited for this. I had planned on using this right away, but some things from the top came down, and there's going to be a bit of a delay on it. Jell, you and I are good. I've already transferred the funds the second I saw you get off the elevator. And I will let you know when I need you. And she is. I am very glad. I am more than happy to get the fuck out of here, get a shower, and get smashed. And just walks off into the elevator. The rally hacker turns to you. You. I do have another favor to ask of you. It's not as exciting, I would say, as the one you were just on. But
I could do with a bit of quiet after that. That's about all the excitement I have in me for one day.
I do seem to have lost communication with an agent of mine that you should be familiar with.
Agent?
Echo?
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah. She's not responding to messages. And I have reason to think that she might have become a greater liability than I'm willing to risk. I want you to go back to your friends, find out what the hell happened to her. Bring her back to me if you can. That'd be great. And if not, then at least find out what she told them. Filter it out with some disinformation if possible. That sort of thing. I mean, I would prefer her alive just because she's very useful. She'd be very useful alive. But, if you have to, then you do what you have to.
I think I understand. Well, I guess I'll be heading off then. But first, one last thing. Whatever you do, don't push this button right here. And he goes to push the button.
Okay. So, to remind you, for it to be as effective, it would probably take out this entire building. Everyone in it, her and the others in the room too.
That's a risk he's willing to take.
Okay. So that so there is a moment where she lunges forward to grab it from you, and Stream goes dead. Simon, on your end, what you see is just a moment of her anger and grabbing at it, but by the time she has it, there is a cacophonous roar of what sounds almost like thunder, but distorted. And then the crashing of the building collapsing around you.
This isn't real.
Bob, Reese and I are still on PC1. This is fine. So.
I mean.
Rookies.
1.5. Okay.
Babies. I'm sorry. I know.
I'm
not
just built
everybody
different.
No, not everybody is powerful enough.
No one's powerful enough as me to maintain a
The same
landline
character?
connection, you're right.
Oh, dip.
What happened? Don't leave me hanging.
Oh, no, the stream is gone now. You don't know. You're going to have to wait till next week.
Damn it. This is why I never watch shows week by week.
Just binge the whole Simon season?
Yeah.
So that's what the group of y'all say.
So.
Oh my
What the
god.
fuck just happened?
I think Simon did what they thought was going to be best.
Oh, he beat Lyra to the
Oh.
punch.
Fuck no. Fuck no. No, no, no. No. Crypto, can we locate him?
Maybe. Haven't we already tried?
Crypto, I think from what we heard from Bark, you're the de facto leader at this point, so we're gonna have to ask you, buddy.
Okay.
Well, give
That's
him a
what-
break. He needs some
This
rest.
looked like the virtual world, so I'm assuming that
Ugh.
he's there at somewhere.
Crypto, just breathe, please.
Hey, Makoto? Yeah, it's Crypto.
Oh my god, Makoto!
Yeah, it's
Yeah?
Crypto. Did you catch that stream by Simon?
By who?
It just like shares the link to the stream. Yeah.
For what it's worth, I think that link only went to y'all.
Yeah, it was.
It was
in
a
our
very
group
private.
chat.
It was a private.
Okay,
stream.
well,
Did Makoto ever join the group chat? Like hack into it?
No,
well,
he was too polite to do that.
he can he can
Unlike
share.
some people. Like,
Crypto will share it
Okay.
to him. Send it, whatever. Just
Uh-huh.
send. Could you take a look at that real quick?
Huh. Is that what think it? Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Is there a way to?
Okay.
Is there a way to track some sort of explosion? I mean, we're Knights of the Grid. Is there a way to track some sort of explosion that big in the grid?
I mean, it's
Oh,
possible, but
just send.
more.
Is there a way I could request, like, I don't know, an APB on him and something like that?
No, there's no need. I know that place. It's
Oh,
it's a city named Darrenid. Is that okay? All right. Yeah, there's a portal that's shouldn't be too far away from where that location is. It'll be a bit of a hike. It's several blocks away, but it's there. Do you want me to meet you there?
sure, yeah. And if you want to bring any kind of backup, well, that's always welcome too.
Yeah, we'll do.
Okay, bye. Well,
Hey,
that was weird.
Gridmaster?
Mhm.
While Crypto's trying to pull some strings,
Mhm.
I'd like to try and contact a group that I think might be at Ranger Base.
Mhm.
So because there isn't a 1-for-1 for Metal Heroes and VR Troopers, I have, I think, a team that would be game adjacent that might be able to give us like a sort of mediary.
Mhm.
It's a one-hit Sentai game ender.
So, give me 2 seconds. I just opened up my Ranger
Sure.
document.
Virtual Boy game over?
So you're asking for like a quick response team?
A team that might be able to be a little more specialized in the VR world. Not in the same way that the Knights of the Grid and otherwise are. We don't step on
Mhm.
their toes, but we do have a team that manages stuff out in the virtual world as necessary.
Yeah.
They're a special ops team, you know.
Yeah, so are you asking to name them or make these characters or what?
I'm asking, is there a way to contact someone
Oh,
from
then
that team
yes.
at Ranger Command to see if they can't triangulate the point and, hack the Gibson, all that jazz?
Yeah. So you reach out to Ranger Command. They say, so you're trying to find a specific point in the virtual world based on this. So it is. We do know it's a city named, and I literally just said Darrenid, right? I said.
Yeah.
Baronet,
Here, let me write it down for y'all.
please.
Yeah. We could get a team there. It might be a bit, unless we work with a knight. But we can definitely get a team there.
I look at my group. I think my assignment is already looking to go there anyway. I just wanted to know
Did
if
you,
there was a way for you to give us.
Hey, you still
coordinates.
around?
Yeah.
Oh, is she? Or they, rather.
They are.
Also, Crypto's there.
Also
Well,
crypto, but like
we're
crypto,
doing this
crypto needs a break.
Oh, yeah.
Like fucking crypto needs to take a nap.
So you shared the stream with them, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is this the person that we think it is?
The one on screen or the one feeding?
The one who is being handed the button.
Yeah.
Okay, we will work on getting a team there as soon as we can.
All right. Well,
We have
Oh,
to
it's
get there.
crazy.
We have to go like right now. Oh, but, like you guys can open a portal, right? We have coordinates. We can go there.
Meanwhile, elsewhere in the grid, elsewhere in the virtual world, we find our way to Bastion, the headquarters of the Knights Virtual, which is a tall series of these glowing blue spires that are lit beneath by a purple light. And zipping around each tower are the blurred lines of knights astride their web surfers. Inside the topmost tower is a massive garden of metal trees with leaves that droop down and glow bright neon green, illuminating the path. Standing at the center of this sort of indoor grove is a human woman with bright blue hair, wearing a black catsuit and a familiar knight's badge around her neck. This you would know to be the Digital Guardian, the leader of the Knights Virtual.
She's nice.
And across from her is a human man, maybe about 50 years old or so, wearing brown robes displaying the embroidered numbers of the code. I believe, if I am not wrong, Cheese, as it were, is a follower of the code, correct? You don't recognize this man, but you've heard of somebody that matches his description. He's called the One, and he's said to be an Apogee that has achieved perfect communion with the code. So Scotty, who is it that approaches them, and what do they look like?
Darn it, I was in the middle of things.
Sorry, fam.
I was gonna try to switch out Simon, but that's okay. Let's just change this around a little bit. So approaching them is this ominous shadow of a weird hooded figure, and as it gets closer, they realize that it's a lot shorter than the shadow had left it to entail. It looked like it was a normal, tall humanoid size, but this is much smaller, like maybe the size of Yoda type of creature. You know, like 3'2", something like that. And there it is. No, wait, no, that's not it. There it is. Okay. He was wearing black robes and constantly raining down the robes as car honks in the background. There's a bunch of ones and zeros that seem to rain down from the top and downwards. The most predominant thing is on the middle back is a big green 0, the symbol of the code. Underneath the hood, there are 2 glowing green eyes, and you can just barely see past the shadow a bit of what looks like maybe is a nose, but it seems to be metal. And coming up behind them is a robot. But this robot, there's something kind of wrong with it. It looks like it's made from spare parts. So if any of you have seen like C-3PO when he had like a red arm at one point and he had like some pieces that were different colors, kind of like that. And it actually kind of walks just like C-3PO.
Wait, that was C-3PO? I didn't recognize him.
So the robot is like a humanoid, like human size.
Yeah, it's twice the height of this robot figure, and he has looks like a very hunched back underneath this cloak, and he says, "Greetings."
Hello. And so what would the digital guardian know this individual's name by?
They would know me by my normal designation. It is Ricotta.
Thanks, I hate it. He's not even a real cheese.
You can hear Callie from
I love that Callie's muted, but we can still hear.
This subject is named Ricotta. My tool behind me has a designation as well. You may call it... My god, I had it somewhere. Where did I put it? Oh. Salata. So we are Salata and Ricotta. For those that don't know, Salata ricotta cheese is more firm than normal ricotta cheese that's slightly smoked.
I think Callie just died a little inside.
She looks to you, Ricotta, thanks for coming. This is the one. He's a friend and ally of mine, and a powerful manipulator of the code. The man sort of bows to you. I've just informed the Guardian here of a threat that I see coming this way. I felt it's not now, but it should be eventually. There's been a shift in the code in the virtual world, and I feel that it's blowing this way. I feel it's something will happen here in Bastion, and the only Apogee I know who could affect such a change is the one called the Reality Hacker.
The subject named Reality Hacker is a level 10 threat. Should be dealt with immediately.
Yeah, the Digital Guardian says that's kind of why I need you. I can't leave Bastion right now. Not if we think there's something coming for it. I need you to go find the people that I think are the best equipped to take the Reality Hacker down. There's a Knight Virtual in the material named CryptoContig. He and his team have been searching for this Reality Hacker for a while. He has been leading a team looking for her for a bit. If you find him, you might be able to find what the source of this is. I want you to find him, see what you can do to help him, warn him that something's coming. The one sort of says,
Quandary.
fair warning.
Will
Yes.
there be any limitations on what I can do to contact this one subject that goes by the designation Crypto?
No, he's a public member. His
Immediately, Ricotta, like one of Ricotta's eyes, like just a bunch of text that's like inverted appears on there, and it's literally everything I put in Discord.
He's a public member. His badge should be able to be located through yours. The one sort of says, just know, he and his friends have suffered a great loss many times over very recently. It's likely they'll be in mourning when you find them.
There is evidence to prove this with communications. One by name of Vinna seems to have confirmed such.
Yeah, I met her. She was something else.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah.
We don't know what, but something.
When did Vinna meet the digital guardian?
No, this is the one talking.
Oh, never mind.
Way back when y'all were trying to figure out how to save Yost, it was the one who showed up and talked to you guys.
I was passed out on the couch. I don't remember.
The great high
Is
command of
Is this
Night's
Reese
Virtual, and you were
talking, or
passed
is
out
this
on the couch.
Crypto talking, because it's very different.
The crypto was like whatever. I just got back from the hospital and almost
Yeah.
fought corruption crew. So whatever.
Yeah.
I need to lay down.
Quandary, are there any quirks within these team that I need to be aware of? Appears that they are sympathizers
that.
with corruption.
The digital guardian is like, yeah, so I'll be honest. They have close ties with a group in Del Diablo that are very heavily corrupted, but have been doing what they can to try and stop the Circle of Night.
Any known corruption within this team?
Yeah. But he would probably try to take your eye out if you went after his.
I do not take corruption away forcefully. That is up to the Knights of the Stalwart Shield. One by name of Disk has interacted with them, yes? She has given me much
Yeah.
information.
Just letting you know, Crypto has a bit closer familiarity with corruption than most other De-Fraggers and the Knights. But he has a handle on it. He doesn't spread it anywhere. He knows what he's doing.
Understood.
And she actually like stops for a second, and you see it's hard to tell behind her hair. There's a little line of cybernetic that goes to where her ear is. You actually may want to find Crypto now. I just got a notification that there's something happening. He's on his way to the virtual world now to I believe a city called Daranid.
Understood. Heading to Daranid. And Rakata immediately leaves the room, and as he leaves the room, the robot just kind of like stands there, and then it just kind of like... and then goes.
Do you know what spare parts this robot is made out of?
Any robot scraps he could find.
Okay, robot scraps. 'Cause I'm just
some of
imagining.
them could be old, some of them could actually be like brand new spare parts.
I was just imagining like its belly is just a microwave. I don't know why, but that's what
Sure.
I'm picturing.
Sure. No, the belly's a microwave, the face is a TV.
Yes,
My God,
perfect.
it's Adult and Esther from Adventure Time.
It's like the robot. It's like kind of like the robot
Hold on,
from.
wait.
Oh God, yes.
FLCL, is that what you were gonna say?
I was going to say Fooly Cooly.
Quick
Yeah.
designation.
So, meanwhile, back with Simon.
Wait, it's Conti? Oh, all right. Okay.
Hmm?
Conti was the name of the TV-headed robot from Fulikuli.
Oh, I have no idea.
I'll find a picture and put it in Discord. It's a cool design.
So Simon, you reach forward, snatch that thing, and press the button. And Reality Hacker like surges towards you to try and snatch it. But before she does, there is this sort of deafening thunderclap of sound that ripples and just makes your ears vibrate in pain. And the ceiling above you cracks as this like massive blast of bright magenta orange light hits the two of you. I'm assuming you're gonna do.
I'm using my reaction, yes.
Yeah. You immediately just feel the code all around you, recognize you're in the virtual world.
This
It's a
isn't real.
simulated place. It's not real. It's what you make of it. You're in control. You hit the button, you know what's happening. And this wash of heat passes over you, hotter than anything you felt. But it passes, and when you open your eyes, there is fire everywhere. The building around you, the concrete walls have cracked, and where the reality hacker was is a giant, massive hole in the floor. And the building around you is starting to crumble and fall apart.
Oop, time to go.
You can see that there were, of the people in here, there were several people that were bent over the computers that their desks are gone. No idea if they fell, if they were instantly incinerated or what. The others are, of course, scrambling. Some are instinctively going to the elevators before realizing that's super fucking stupid, before heading to what look like there's a huge group of them that are going down the stairwell, and others are attempting to basically grab onto the sides of this hole that dropped down and go to the next floor. How would you like to get out of here?
Simon is going to take a look around, just take a quick inventory and see if there's anything like proof worthy to mark the passing of the reality hacker. And if there's nothing here, then he's going to look to the sky. I'm assuming there's a gigantic hole in the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to spend a code point and fly his ass out of here.
That is a thing that you can do. That I completely forgot you can do. So you fly up and out of the building. The other people in the room are just like running in terror, not knowing what to do, fleeing out of here. You make your way up and above the building and can see that it's starting to come down. It's a 26-story building that was not meant to handle an orbital strike, and is starting to crumble.
No.
Where do you want to go from here?
I honestly think that right now would be a good time to make tracks for the nearest gate that I can find and try and get back to the real world.
Okay.
Or if I can try and navigate back to familiar virtual territory where I know there's a portal that's close to home.
This is a city you've not ever been in really before, and you don't have a knight's badge to tell you exactly where the nearest portal will be. That would probably take a couple of moments of like researching on the internet.
Sure.
Meanwhile, the rest of you, Crypto, you've just gotten off the phone with Makoto, who said that he would meet you in the city. I believe Vox is probably nearing the end of his call.
Does my AEN headset come back up once I clear the blast radius? Because my equipment should still be functional, right? It makes sense the signal got overwhelmed when the blast hit.
Yeah, I'll say that probably for the moment it's not functional, but it'll probably come back in a moment or two. It was just like a overwhelming amount of energy that kind of fried it for a moment. It probably needs a couple minutes to cool down.
Probably swamp the signal.
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah,
Kaz like, yep, that's it.
I'll take a few minutes to try and plot a course, the shortest route back to familiar territory. Good old OSPF.
So meanwhile, what are y'all doing?
I'm fucking getting ready to go save Simon's ass.
Sorry, I just noticed your fucking glasses, Scott.
Scott's been playing with it for a while. He had eyebrows. Oh my god, it was fun. I stopped paying attention like a minute ago. I'm sorry.
So you guys have just
Crypto,
gotten off
can
the
you open
phone.
the portal or what?
Yeah. Yes, I believe so.
All right, well, let's go. What are we waiting for?
Wait. Are we all in the right state to be doing this? I mean, we called some people and they should be helping, but are we okay? And I like look at
If
Crypto.
you want to stay here, then you can. But I'm not letting any more fucking idiots die on my watch.
Well,
I'm going.
I didn't say I wanted to stay
Is that
here.
a tiny little dog?
What
We
is
need to
happening?
go. We need to go
Daddy, come
find
on,
Simon.
we're having a
I
conversation here, please.
at the moment I am a liability though, but I can get you to that city. At least meet you up with Makoto, and he should be able to take over, or Box can take over for now.
Yes.
I am
good.
not fit for
Yes.
combat or anything at the moment, but I can get you there. So if you are ready, we can go now.
He is frozen.
I don't think she's ready. She's composing herself.
I love these moments. I'm clipping this.
No, fuck you.
Right there with you, Vinna. Right there with you. Why was that the only thing we heard?
Sorry, oh. No!
Rip. Hi.
I'm sorry. I spaced out there for a second. What did you say?
I can't fucking believe you. You're so tired. My god, dude.
Hi.
Are you ready or not? I missed that part.
Yes, I'm ready.
Is everyone
who
else
is,
ready?
Who else is coming with me? Alright.
Who else do we have? Who's left?
Vox,
Who's left?
who?
I mean, it's Vox, Ollie, you, and me, and hey you. Jesse changed their name, so I was like, bleh.
It's literally hey you.
I know. That person.
It's gonna be have to get enough, I guess. We can call Hey You on the way or something.
Hey, you can also get themselves there if they need.
Crypto, you're staying here, right?
I am going to for sure drop you off with people that are capable of assisting you guys. But we need to find Simon, so we need to go now.
Okay.
Before.
Well, I guess it's a Henshin party. Let's go, team.
I think we might be going a little too fast.
Oh, so we should slow down and wait for him to get exploded, or?
I don't think running headlong into every fire we see is doing anything but bringing us apart. It is tearing us down and making us less efficient. We need to stop for a moment.
We don't.
We don't know. Simon is extremely capable, and
I trust Simon with so much. I've given him part of my data. All right.
What does that mean?
It's important. We'll explain it later. Maybe
Okay.
if he feels like
I
it.
don't care who you had sex with.
Okay, well,
That's an implication.
that was not implied.
I'm sorry. I thought
You're
that's
inferring a lot by
I
the
thought
passing
this
of
was the
data here.
slang
Vinna.
that people were using, because that's exactly what it sounds like.
I'm just imagining during this argument, Crypto just makes the door and walks in like, are you guys coming or what?
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm going,
I was
I'm
about to say
going.
like, okay, it looks like I'm going then.
I'm going. Crypto, you can stay here. I will find my own way back. Don't worry.
Fuck you, Scott.
Fuck you, Scott.
Making dick jokes in the chat.
So I'll call up I'll get
Fuck you
the
is
portal
exactly what
open.
you wanted.
At least because I know there's one in the conference room or one in the lab or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'll just start from there, and I'll get on the Sky Surfer and grab them and take them to the drop-off point.
Yeah. So
And sorry, while Crypto's doing that, I'm trying to see if I can't glean anything from the stream information. Remember, my specialty is in telecommunications, so.
right. And what are you trying to gather?
Well, I'm trying to gather information on whether or not the feed was cut altogether, or if it's, like when a stream drops but is not dead.
Yeah, like when I have freezes
Technical
mid-sentence.
difficulties.
Fuck you.
I say it with love.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll a. Do you have proficiency in like mechanics or computers or something like that?
So I'm double checking on that right now. I feel like I should, but I'm not
Feels like
seeing
you
the
should
skill
too.
on the wonderful custom lasers and
fancy.
liches
It's see-through.
character sheets we use.
Yeah.
What would be the associated stats?
Just go ahead and do intelligence check. I'll say with advantage.
Okay. Why would you curse me, Kat? Why would you go like 500 miles from me, touch my dice when I'm not
I
looking?
did nothing.
With advantage. 6.
You have lucky.
Hey.
Yes, I do have lucky.
If you want to use it, you don't have to.
I mean, I've got 3 points in it. Why not? I
You
haven't
also
used
have
it.
the hero point or whatever. if
That
you-
too.
All right. Let's say I used my hero point for the night. 10. I've used 1 lucky and then I used my hero
Okay.
point, so that way I'm not spamming the lucky ability.
The die would be 10, so plus whatever.
Yeah. So the reminder for the way that hero points work. The way that I do hero points in Retroverse is everybody gets 1 free reroll. You reroll it, and whatever you get, if you get lower than a 10, you treat it like a 10 plus whatever your modifier would be.
Well, my modifier is a 1, so it's considered an 11.
So yeah. You got a 6 and then you got another number lower than a 10?
I rolled a 9.
Bruh. It's hard to tell. It could have been destroyed by whatever that button is, which seems to imply it was something terrible. It could have been dropped. You know that he has the ability to manipulate code. There could be some way out of it, but it's hard to tell. But
How long
I
do you
mean,
think the interference would last from the initial strike?
at this point for them, it's only been like maybe a minute.
Okay.
I think Vox is going to spend the next 10 minutes and probably try to, like, let's just give it a few minutes. It might be tech issues. He might be fine.
Okay. Are you staying here then, or are you going through with them?
Well, that's what I'm trying to see. If we can't just breathe for 10 minutes, as opposed to...
Well, I'm saying they're leaving now.
You can breathe on the way.
I'm already gone. There's
I'll
a
be right
Venus
here for
shape-
when he comes
There's
back.
like a Venus-shaped cloud in the...
Okay.
I real quick. I was gonna stay behind too. Is that a problem?
No.
Okay. So Vina's literally going by herself though.
Well, it's Vinna and Crypto.
And
then Vinna will be
Venus'
with
character
the
arc.
knights.
I guess so. Listen, can't
God damn
sit
it.
fucking still for a second. Because if she stood still, she'll think of depressing things, and she doesn't want to, so she's going.
And Crypto, you make it through to the you and Vinna make it through to the other side, and after about maybe half a minute or so of zipping down the street in the direction that you believe this tower is, you can actually, once you're through the portal, you can see the city that again is all steel gray buildings, and all of the streets are lined with these clear tubes with green streams of code running through them. that go to that large central sphere in the center of the city. And off in the distance, you can see a particular tower that kind of looks like the one that Simon approached, that is straight up cracked down the middle and in the middle of falling.
Yeah, it was a great idea.
As you're zipping down the road, you do see a familiar blur of black and blue side another similar sky surfer, as you see Makoto matching your pace, heading that way as well. Reminder, Makoto is a humanoid individual, wears a sort of samurai armor that's all lined with blue lights.
He's a very handsome lad. That's all I remember about Makoto.
Lyra
And
tried to
what-
hit on him, and he has like
yeah. I was like, one of Callie's characters tried to hit on him, and it just didn't
Yeah.
work.
It was Lyra, and he like has a husband, I believe, or a wife. I don't
wife.
remember. Okay. It
He's
was the
also
other
like
character
he's
that
also
has
like
a
40
husband.
years older than she is, so there's that too.
Makoto.
You guys can't tell because the helmet.
Makoto, Project V, Vinna, Makoto. I don't know if you met it or not.
I don't think so. He gets off the Sky Surfer.
I have a code name, you know.
I
but
called you. Oh,
That's
sorry.
That-
fine.
Lunar Night.
Is that where we're heading?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, unless there's other exploding towers around here that we should know about.
Who are we here to save? Or are we here to make sure she's dead?
Yes.
A little bit of both.
Valid.
You
Fabulous.
remember the Hobgoblin? Simon?
Yeah.
Him. That was his
The
dream.
one that was streaming.
He had
And
gone
I
off.
miss.
He had gone off for a while, so this is actually the first time we've heard from him.
Yeah.
So is this another one, like with the chick with the?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's
Can
go
I
over
see
here.
all this activity buzzing around? Because I haven't actually left the area. I'm like plotting a way out.
Yeah, I'll say as you're sort of skimming along rooftops, trying to figure out exactly where you're heading, you do see that familiar blue blur of a sky surfer, and then the second one match up with it, and both of them come to a stop.
I'm sorry, GM. This is very important. A blue blur.
No,
That's
that was the
Makoto.
first
Gotta go
campaign.
fast.
That was the first campaign.
Ah. Chili dogs.
Do you
This is-
remember when?
feels is green, by the way.
His armor's blue, and he's moving really fast.
Oh no!
Let's
Yes,
never
no, I
forget
remember
her,
him.
Her started a fight
He can
with
really
Sonic.
move. He's got an attitude. He's the fastest thing alive.
I will say, Simon, you do very easily recognize this group of individuals. The rest of you, though, could make a perception check if you would like to see if you can
I
see
could, and I
anything else in
I'm
the
at
area.
disadvantage, and I rolled a 2.
Oh,
I'm not
that's
a-
right. You're
Keep
tired
on
as
driving,
fuck.
buddy.
I rolled a 2, so a total of 8.
Perception.
I'm
But
not
I
gonna be
also have
especially
I also have
stealthy
a
about
passive perception of 22, so
Yeah.
but I don't know if that's tiredness negates that.
I got a 21.
Vinna, you very quickly notice something in the sky flying around. Now here's the other question, though. What does Simon look like right now?
Simon has dispensed with his orchid mantis disguise and is rocking his straight up white, like his whites. So he's basically got
Hey,
like
lady.
loose. It looks like yoga pants basically. Like he's got his old jammies on. Like it's
Yeah.
loose white crinkle cotton. It's flowy. It's very hippy
Classic
dippy.
Simon.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
OG
the,
Simon,
like,
like season one.
OG season 1 casual sleepover Simon.
Yeah.
You're hipster yoga instructor, Simon.
Yes. Bun and all. And he'll kind of like float down behind the two knights and be like,
Hey.
"Do you need any help?"
Yeah, we're looking for Simon.
Well,
Have you seen him?
Makoto just starts laughing.
Crypto, you need a nap. Hello.
Have you
Fuck, Simon! And she
I
just
was-
slaps him across the head forehead.
have you checked the live stream? Ow!
We saw it.
I will say because it's hilarious.
You look at the back
that
of your own
point,
head on the live stream, right?
Vox, that's when the strut live stream comes back on, just in time to see that very familiar purple hand smacking somebody.
Voxhart instinctively
Like-
flinches.
Then
Yeah, like the camera gets rocked.
I'm waiting for a
sideways.
punch. A slap is nothing, but
Slap
I was
is both
right.
ways.
I say to Ollie, like, to make sure you see this so somebody else sees this, I was right.
Okay, I'm not sure why you're telling me. I'm like not gonna tell anybody.
Oli, I don't care though. You've mistaken with me with somebody who gives a shit.
Oh, look, it's Simon.
I don't care. I don't know this person.
Ollie, please.
Yes.
I don't need this from
I
you.
think you knew Simon for maybe like 15 minutes before
Yeah.
he left.
Yeah.
but we became
Yeah.
friends in that time. It was fine.
We're best bros.
Only makes friends with everybody, and Simon is pretty
Valid.
chill, so like it's cool.
Yeah.
Valid.
But, like-
I'll say, as you guys are having this conversation, Ricotta, you see a familiar pair of individuals, and then a third that you weren't quite expecting.
So what the fuck, Simon? What's going on here? And
Well, I okay,
Hang on.
so this
Hang
is gonna
on.
take a second,
Dead.
but all right, look, the short version, because I know we're all probably like really just up to our ears and shit right now. I went to go find Lyra. I found the reality hacker instead. She tasked me with stealing a super weapon to go blow up the Knights' headquarters, like the Knights of the Grid. But I used it to blow up her headquarters instead.
well, alrighty then.
Yeah, no,
Awesome.
I rigged a remote trigger to target like whoever pushed the
Is
button.
she
Well,
dead?
that's
Was she
pretty
actually
cool.
here?
She was standing right in front of me before I pushed the button, and when I pushed the button, there was a
Oli,
great big
how
hole
do
in
I
the ground.
comment on the
So
live stream?
while I cannot
That's
confirm,
cool.
I have high hopes.
Hi, Vinna.
We should
Make
probably
Crypto
go down
to
there.
bed.
Oh my god, please! I can't do this. I can't do both.
You sure have a way of bringing attention to
Callie,
yourself.
You want to make chats? You put it in the chat. I can't do both.
That's what.
Wait,
That's
are we
fine.
talking to sentient cheese now? What is happening here?
I am not a fermented dairy product. I go by the designation Rokata.
All right, I'm Simon. Nice to make your acquaintance, but no, I haven't confirmed the kill, but there was nothing really left in the space where she was standing, so.
Okay, but like, was she actually here? Because it's a virtual world, so she cannot. She could have been not actually here.
I
And
mean,
then we
she
wait
was
till-
as. Oli says to tell you hi from the chat. She's yelling, but not really, because her caps lock is. What? No. All right. Sorry.
How does she know what caps lock is?
I don't know. Somebody must have taught her. My stream is going crazy right now.
It's still a phone. It's still somebody's like a teen's phone the other day. That happened.
You know you are easily traceable.
But look, she knew that Lyra had betrayed her right before the end there, so that might have gotten back to the circle. So where's Lyra? What's happened?
Also, there is a random person standing behind y'all talking to you.
Oh yeah,
That
who?
Simon, you've never seen
Sorry.
before.
I'm sorry, Cheese Man. We have a moment here. Can like just 2 seconds.
I am neither
Sure,
cheese nor a
sure,
man.
Worked for a wild party rager and then died in the middle of it, and then Lyra came in and tried to like bring him back, and he didn't want to do that, so she was like, "All right, peace out," and disappeared. And
Wait,
then, like we were
wait,
stuck
wait.
there, and
Stop
Vinna.
talking, Vinna. Box dead?
Unfortunately, yes.
Like dead?
yeah.
Like not
Dead.
just thin
Dead.
for his size, kind of dead.
He is not alivened. He is
He's alivened.
The
Oh,
athlete named Bark Lee has deceased 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 15 seconds ago.
So he's rested now.
holy shit.
According to what I can find on the grid, that is confirmed.
Well,
Oh, I guess okay. Yeah, we did
I-
upload that photo. Or
That's
whatever,
why I
but-
rushed over here because I didn't need anybody else dying.
I believe the appropriate response for friends and family is, I am sorry for your loss.
Well,
Thank you. Who are you?
Yes.
My
It's a long
designation
process.
is Ricotta.
Are you the cheese man that was in the?
That is correct.
And you really shouldn't go into other people's private networks. That seems. That's not cool.
I had been given permission by my superior. It
I
made
look
it easier to find you.
I look at crypto. I'm like, is it yours or I'm like, look at Simon.
Makoto's like,
or is it Vox's?
he's one of ours.
I had nothing to do
Confirmed.
with this. How's Bud?
He's doing
Mine
good,
wasn't my
actually.
son.
Last time we saw him, he was wasted.
I'm glad to hear
Bud,
that.
the giant man-eating plant taking over the sector. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I take exception to that. I ain't never met nobody.
Yeah,
that
for what it's worth,
had-
I do think it has been more than an hour after Bark died. It's been like an hour since the public announcement, because y'all went to the will reading and everything.
And that was like 2 or 3 days after the fact.
It was like
That
I
was
think
the
a
next
day
day.
after.
Yeah.
Might have been next day, sure.
Yeah,
It
so
was.
it's been like a day and a couple of hours.
Yeah.
So,
Please, Scotty, let us do some time skips. I swear to fucking Christ.
Just let us get through this first. I mean,
Negative.
Calm down.
oh,
I am not one that is able to skip time. I believe one person seen in many historical records by the name of Danbo is able to do so.
Oh, fuck Dambo.
That's actually right.
The hilarious thing
I
is
did not
Simon
ask
wasn't
for
even
your
there.
sexual preference.
Shut up. I'm
I don't
I'm
care.
sorry, Ricotta.
No,
What
I
would
can't
you-
I can't deal with this right now.
Are you here for a reason?
I am here to assist you with the reality hacker.
Well,
Excellent.
can
Only
you
I think
confirm
she
the kill?
died.
Many
Well, that's
subjects.
where we're heading to now. Let's go. And Makoto just takes off on a sky surfer toward that building that's now starting to crumble.
Hmm. Well, we better work fast.
Um,
This whole data structure is going to come down here in a few minutes.
And I'll say at that point,
Instead
there
of a
is-
silver surfboard, it's like a silver, purple, perfectly circular disc, and he just stands in the middle.
Nice.
As you guys approach the building, there is a very familiar for Vinna flash of like magenta light as a group of Henshin teleport in.
Boy, howdy.
I
We
can't-
really called out the whole cavalry, didn't we?
I
I mean,
cast.
they did.
You literally sent us a video of yourself blowing up.
That was pretty cool.
Gridmaster.
No, don't encourage him.
Well, I thought you would appreciate knowing I
I-
had the target well in hand.
I doubt that this would work, for divination magic would be one of the first things they would protect themselves against. But I do cast Locate Creature. Do I locate a reality hacker? Please
That
confirm.
is a good question. What's the range on locate creature is the other thing.
Unknown.
not-
Searching.
It's like 1,000 feet, right?
Yeah.
That is a possibility.
So you
Yes, it's
It
1,000
is.
feet.
It is 1,000 feet. Yes.
so you cast it and it doesn't ping off. That could be because they're not here anymore or because the body was obliterated.
Okay.
Does this still find it? Like, if like the body's still here, is it like gonna ping off?
Yeah, so like if the body was completely like turned to dust, it would not detect a body. If she was like if her body was there but in pieces, it would probably find that. But like if say
So
she was not here at all. Like she had been, like the first time you guys jacked into the virtual world.
Yeah.
If she had been there like that, she's not even here at all.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was trying to
Yeah.
figure
So
out.
it's not detecting, and it's unclear if it's because she was never here, because she's not here now, or because she was completely obliterated. But I'll say
Ricotta doesn't need to speak to his robot. He just does it like a telepathy equivalent. But he says, Unit Salada, search wreckage for possible survivors or useful scrap. And he like floats down, and the robot just kind of like waddles off the disc, and it starts searching.
Can I give it something to search for?
That would help narrow things down and save time.
Voxhart, with your permission.
You're staying on a stream, and I have to answer in text.
It's like, I see my viewership. I know who's watching.
Man, I'm going to talk text now. Shit. What are you asking permission for?
I would suggest getting a smart Arcana phone with text-to-speech.
Your code snippet.
Smiley face Winky.
Yeah.
Alright.
I kind of talked about that earlier. Didn't go in depth.
Yeah. So, Simon will basically produce like a digital representation of the code snippet that he borrowed from Voxhart, a copy.
I like to think it's a tiny little chibi version of Vox.
Sure. I was actually thinking similar,
but
like imagine a 1-bit or 2-bit version of Vox, so it's just like colored blocks.
The pixel art.
Yeah.
I just like had flashbacks to that first time y'all were in the digital world and realized that you could, or in the virtual world and realized you could change your shape. And Reese broke out that Mickey voice. I almost gave myself a stitch just remembering that. I'm so fucked up right now from being sick the other day.
That's so funny. That's so good. But yeah, I'll give, I guess, Ricotta the search parameters for this particular little snippet of code. Because if memory serves, the reality hacker had a copy of this code on their person at the time of the incident.
The machine sort of looks at it, and you can see like the representation of it in its eyes, and then hobbles back off towards the rubble.
Would it use my perception, or would it use its stats? Because Make Robot, its
stats are
Retroverse.
garbage.
Yeah.
So I'll say, to be kind, it's gonna use yours.
Okay, that turned that to a 13 total.
Its name is Salad. I'll give it a help action.
Because his name is Salad.
It's not a bowl of mixed vegetables and possibly fruits and or nuts.
Oh, but I like all of those things.
Searching around for a bit, so I'll say, given some time with Ricotta and Salada searching, you guys do see the Henshin are moving in and getting people out, and taking a good portion of them into custody, it seems. It seems like anybody that they can find that might have been on that top floor that had been seen on Simon's stream is being taken in. Anybody else is just being like treated.
If Ravioli has a minute.
Who's Ravioli?
I'm sorry, who? Ravioli? Is that the clone of Oli?
What's happening?
If Ricotta has a minute.
Who called him Ravioli?
No one. I trolled myself. I was gonna try to troll you guys by changing my name in Zoom, and I said Ravioli.
If the Oli clone decided to name herself
Character,
Ravioli,
I
that's
barely
shit.
know my own name. Please stop.
I love that he tried to troll us and just trolled himself.
Oh, that was good.
Alright,
if I have a minute to cast a spell, I would use the wreckage to make another robot, and that one is also arresting people.
Okay.
Is there a way? I'll ask the group because it blew me up. Is there a way for us to track if she was here? Is that a possibility?
I mean, we know she
Like-
was here. Do you want to know if she
Well,
left?
I mean, like, if she was here in person, or she was like a figment of your imagination, or like the thing that we put our helmets in, and then they put like the sticky needle in our heads, and blah blah blah.
Oh, you want to know if she was an avatar instead of a full-on entity? Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, that's what she said.
because like if you're gonna be sitting here looking for her.
There's also the potentiality that she was using magic to do it. There are spells that can send a illusion of yourself forward rather than a digital
Yeah,
avatar.
I know that one too. I've seen it being done.
Would be super pissed if I hit a hologram.
He's like, well, we can do. There are certain magic detection things that might be able to ping off if she was using illusion. So there's that. If she was jacked in, it would be kind of difficult if we could get access to her main computers and they're salvageable. We might be able to tell.
Okay.
And I'll say after several minutes of search, probably like 30 minutes or so of searching and discussing this and arguing with
He's
Ravioli.
literally asleep at the wheel.
I'm just imagining he's just laying on the sky surfer asleep.
That's okay. I'll leave him. I'll ask Makoto. to
Question:
tag
is
along.
he actually sleeping?
No.
Can I
Of
knock
course
him
not.
out?
You don't know. He looks like he's sleeping.
Oh,
It's a
alright.
short rest.
Yeah.
Ricotta, you get a ping from your from Salada. Code strand detected. And if you sort of like look through its eyes, you can either do that or you can wait for him to come back.
I would fly down to him.
Okay. Flying down to him, you do see the remnants of a wreckage of computer banks and everything, and it looks like these are some of the ones that she had been working on. And the robot sort of holds out to you this half-fried, like completely shattered phone that looks to be a burner phone that has a handful of emails and stuff on it. Which contains that strand.
Okay, the first thing I do, if possible, is I immediately back this up. Then I analyze it.
Okay.
Not from its source, from the backup.
Okay. Sorry, I have a mosquito in my office that's trying to bite the shit out of me.
I get that.
So, looking through it, you do see this email that's very clearly from an individual named Simon to himself, that has an attachment attached that you now realizing is that little tidbit of code. It does have some other things on there. Most of it is written in code, but not like 0100 code, like literal coded messages, like spycraft sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A cipher.
I was about to ask, is it in Celestial, Common, Gnome, Modron, or Wunari?
It's
Lunari
less
don't
of a
have a language.
cipher and more of like
I thought Wunari had their own language. Did they not?
It's
So
common
things-
in one other.
No, they don't. They do not have their own language. You literally said that, and I was like, I wasn't paying attention because my brain was fried after work, and then reset it, and I'm like, yep, no, they don't have that. I remember
Okay.
being annoyed at that in campaign 1.
I was waiting
I-
for.
I
They
will.
were like the Toy Story Slinky Dog thing. It's like, what's that? Bark, bark, bark.
I will state that was the I was just trying to make that as a joke reference because I was a De-Fragger, so I had to have
figured.
Wunari.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I didn't question it. I'm like, yeah, no, that makes sense. But then I was like, no, that's not the language they have.
Damn it.
What are you gonna do? Listen,
But you now have this
because
backup
that's the only
of.
way that anybody is a Winari in this world.
I'm gonna go with Draconic instead. Why not? Okay.
Was a joke that Kevin made to me recently. I was bitching about the whole like all De-Fraggers are Wunari, and he's like, no, not all De-Fraggers are Wunari, but all Wunari are De-Fraggers. I'm like,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Imagine how awesome that'd be as like a subspecies thing where they just get like the 2-arm thing once a day.
Vinna?
No, just Wunari in general.
Oh, Winari, okay. Thought you
Nice.
said Vinna, okay. Sorry.
so you now have this backup of her device.
Mm-hmm. First thing, immediately scan for malware.
There is a fuck ton. Basically, by your judge, go ahead and actually roll an intelligence check. With
Technology, right? Proficient intelligence.
Yes, proficient.
Okay.
Yes.
Processing.
This is tech, so as a mechanome, don't you get advantage?
That is correct. First of the randomized rolls is still the greater, with a result of 25.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely a ton of malware on here.
Greetings,
Based
Oli.
on
Hello.
based on your estimate of it, it's basically designed such that if you were to try and transfer this data to any other device aside from specific ones that it's keyed to, it would torch that device and take any data that's stored there and transmit it elsewhere. It is a literal burner phone. Designed that when you plug it into something, it will burn it out and send out anything elsewhere. I don't think she's paying attention to us. I'm sorry. I believe one of your children was
One
up.
of Jesse's children is showing up on the green screen.
Oh.
And we waved to her and she jumped out of her skin. It was great.
All right.
Coming in with me?
Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what Ricotta finds. Meanwhile, what's Vinna doing? And Simon.
Well,
I'm trying to assist with the recovery efforts, really, just trying to make sure we have a confirmed kill.
she's just looking around, seeing what you can find.
Okay. So I'll say, going in here, going through, I'll say one of you go ahead and make an investigation check, with advantage.
It's the boy.
You can probably do it. I only.
I was gonna say is I've got a +10 to.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, you
plus
do it. I have a +2,
16.
so go ahead.
The fuck do I have? Hang on, I gotta zoom this in. It's really small. Yeah, +15 to investigation. So I'll go ahead and roll that for you.
Now, is he gonna take Callie's headphones with him, though?
Is he though? That's the question.
It's not lasagna.
Waiting for it.
Okay, so 31.
Holy shit. At least he's not the one that chews on cords.
Somehow me and Simon are just a powerhouse team over here.
I think it's just Vinna and anybody.
I mean, Vinna is a powerhouse. We gotta respect the hustle.
So Ricotta, you sat down and it looks like you've recovered most of the reality hacker setup and you have her data here. Finding a way to get to it without damaging any other devices might be kind of difficult, and actually like decoding some of it. Meanwhile, Vinna and Simon wade into this building and start pawing through wreckage, looking around for any sign of where she would have fallen. You can see that straight down to basically the ground floor was completely incinerated. There's not a lot left here at all. There's no sign of that button. There's no sign of anything on her. With doing some thinking about it and remembering, let's see. Yeah, I'll say finding some of the servers in the basement that had managed to survive. Simon, you managed to hack into them, I'll say, just to make this simpler. And you're able to realize that those lines of code that go all through the streets here, they're coming from all over the virtual world. This is absolutely a hub of information from all around. And a good portion of that code is, all of it's supposed to go to that sphere in the center of the city, obviously. A good portion of it is being diverted here. And it looks like it was done so in a way that no one would notice, but you managed to, because you're really fucking smart.
Also, I'm like right on top of it, so.
Yeah, that's it. And you're able to tell that there was a basically sounds so stupid to say, a jack-in unit that was keyed to this place.
All right, so anybody that doesn't speak Hobgoblin is going to hear a very loud explosion of language coming from the ruins.
I don't speak Hobgoblin, but I understand perfectly, my friend.
Is it Hobgoblin or is it Goblin?
It's Goblin. Sorry, it's Goblin.
Okay.
And you might even actually recognize a couple of like skeins of corrupted language in there too.
What if we go a D&D route and you're speaking your alignment, and anyone else with your alignment can understand it?
No, not that.
Ollie understands
the thing.
everything that Simon says,
That
and
sounds stupid. What?
So,
Simon says?
So if you have like a lawful good, like celestial squirrel in heaven, you can go over to it and you start speaking lawful good, and it can understand you, and it can speak lawful good back.
Oh boy.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, it was a weird choice for early D&D.
Yeah, I that would make sense. I don't see why would she hang around here just for funsies.
So, with that in mind, do we get a chance to try and trace this access
Can you tell
point?
where it's going?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll say it is routed around through a bunch of different places, so it's hard to track, but like I said, you did roll like redonkulously well.
Yeah, fuck the hops. I just want the endpoint.
You find the endpoint to be a sort of middle of nowhere bar in Los Angeles.
Right. Okay. Quick as a bunny, I'm going to copy those coordinates, forward them onto all the knights virtual and everybody else on my team, and be like, we need to mobilize now.
I don't think that our team can mobilize. And she points at Crypto, who is literally head first on a surfboard.
What have y'all been doing?
Also, Simon's not doing great. He did just survive 2 separate explosions.
You're not looking high yourself, man. And like,
so like mechanically, I didn't say anything about hit points, but like during that first one, you probably did take at least half your hit points.
I'm just saying, I am like the most most put together. I'm trying to be rude. It's literally like, it's kind of a hot mess right now.
Then send your team of super soldiers in there. You know, your fellows with the funny masks and your Zords and all that.
I'll say that Makoto had sort of.
That's what I was gonna do. I call in like two.
You need a lot more than
and be
two.
like,
You need like
hey, we
200.
found the reality hacker. You should probably take her in. We're tired and we're gonna go take a nap.
I would like to go try and find Makoto. Be like, Simon does not want to sit this one out.
Yeah,
Let's-
I'll say as you guys are having this conversation, Makoto does approach. For what it's worth, the explosion happened at least 20 minutes ago. If she was still there, she's definitely gone.
Yes, but
Like,
she's
we
very
can do a
incapacitated
radio
and probably
from
not.
Oh
over there.
yeah, we're definitely gonna send folks there, but I'm just saying, chances are she has the ability to jump as easily as we do. If your little minion goblin friend had a hack badge, I can guarantee the reality hacker has one. We have more than enough that have gone missing over the years going after her. But we at least know one of her places, and it seems that Ricotta has found a stash of her data that's survived.
Maybe we can find it somewhere else that she might have a hidey hole in.
That's the plan. It'll take some time to go through it all, but honestly,
Excellent.
it looks
I'm
like
going to go put Crypto to bed.
it looks like you guys could use that.
Yes.
So I mean, you're perfectly welcome to tag along as I go check out this place in Los Angeles. But like I said,
I
already had called it in. There are going to be night's material on that place in moments, but
Listen, if you find anything out, you can reach me at my number. And she gives him her number. I don't know if people still...
he'll take it.
There's something else.
Yeah.
Right before this whole thing got blown to spell, she tried to send me after Lyra. She knows that Lyra betrayed her.
Yeah, that would make sense.
So where is she now?
No fucking clue. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. She is a weird... She's a squirrely one.
Well, I'll say.
I mean, I'm like...
I'm wondering how much of this is still streamed over the AEN classes.
It's still on. Like, he didn't remember to turn it off. It's all live.
Lyra just like in the middle of nowhere is like, if I stayed, Vinna, she was gonna probably kill me. Whatever. I'm not gonna.
It was a private
And I
thing,
don't
right?
listen. I don't care where Lyra is.
Yeah, so it
wherever
went
she
it
is,
went
she
to
can
everybody
kiss
in
my
the group
ass.
chat, which might still include Lyra.
Yeah, I don't think she ever left the chat.
She kicked herself out.
Did she?
She did.
She did leave, yeah.
Oh man, I was gonna say I was gonna ask would Lyra know where the reality
I
hacker?
feel like it's like one of those things where you have a friend who keeps kicking themselves out of the group chat, but you're
So I'll say Lyra did know the reality hacker doesn't just have one base of operations. This is definitely one of the larger ones, and she would know about it. She doesn't know that this has happened though yet.
Okay, all right.
Especially considering she hasn't reached out to the reality hacker yet. The reality hacker had been sending her messages throughout that party, and after the shit with Bark, Lyra was ignoring them to cast the spell.
That's true. And the only person that I could think of that Lyra would probably be like, hey, here's my number, is asleep on his surfboard right now.
Not asleep.
I'm not tired.
Alright. Okay, so how about this? We take a break, we regroup, and we'll figure this out when we have an office that's operational, because there's probably still things from when Yachts died there. So
I do have
Ow.
a secure office in the virtual.
it was a week ago, and we had a lot of shit to do, so we really need to go and fix up that place.
Makoto says, for what it's worth, that might be smart, and also to make stronger connections between our two groups. It'd be helpful so that we don't just ever hear from Crypto, just in case the worst should happen. Looks over at him unconscious on his board.
Yeah.
He's
At
He's
some
not-
point, at some point, he had put all the shit on Lyra's drive on a phone or computer and put it on his phone. So he's just flipping through that. And it's like, oh shit, she's gonna steal or hack some super weapon.
Dude,
Well,
that's
I mean, it
what's
was a far
happening
better thing
here.
to use it here than it was to
Interesting.
try and target your headquarters.
Yeah. Okay.
Wonder if
it.
that's related to this thing.
Simon, you coming with us? Cause Bud was really missing you. Also, he got drunk at the party, I guess. I don't know. I was also drunk.
And
He's
plants
not
get
old enough to
hangovers.
drink. I'm gonna have to have a word with him.
He's not old enough to drink. He's like maybe a month old. Maybe 2 or 3 months old.
And plants get hungover.
I don't know. I had a good time though.
Fuck you, you're not a real dad.
Fuck you!
I like to think he has one red solo cup, and he just grabs it with his mouth and he just kind of like tosses it haphazardly
Nah, man.
with his
That
mouth.
just like the entire potted plant is just emptied red solo cups.
Of
Like,
course,
all
a
around
plant can get hung over. We're hanging plants.
Oh God.
Truly.
I feel like
That was
Crypto
painful.
Sleep,
Funny joke
please.
you could've
Bob, that
come
was painful.
I know.
Yeah, alright. Cat, we're taking a fucking break. No more going after shit.
I will
So-
relay any information that I find to Crypto.
Jeez, man, I am really sorry that
Correction, the name that it goes to this unit is Ricotta.
I'm sorry, Ricotta. I'm also sorry. But I am sorry that I was ignoring you before.
He looks like he was ready for Uptown Funk. Like he had the hat and everything. It was awesome.
He was ready for Uptown Drunk.
Simon probably has
sorry,
no
man.
idea what's been going on because he literally only
No.
joined that group chat long enough to send the link and
No.
then left. So he's like, "Who the fuck is Cheese Man?"
Yeah, right. Like just really well, like, and that was the same thing here because like anyone can look like anything in the virtual verse. So like, being an actual anthropomorphic cheese, not totally that unusual here. But if he's still cheese when we get back to the real world, I'm gonna have some questions.
Yeah, remember when
I
Bark was
missed
a
the
dog?
description, so I'm assuming that he just looks like Baby Yoda made out of cheese.
I remember.
He
When,
got really plastered.
I remember when Bark was a dog.
Did you wait?
It's one of
did
my
you see
favorite
Baby Yoda?
moments where he just went Bork.
He
So-
drank a bunch of pink stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I give
recap.
I give Ricarda also my number, and you know, if you hear anything, you can let me know.
Confirmed.
Recap though, Ricotta, it looks to be a gnome or halfling wearing a big black cloak that has the numbers of the code running down it.
He's a mecha gnome from Testwave 2.5. So long
I
story
hate that I
short,
get that reference.
he's a gnome with chrome skin, I guess, and you see a lot of cyber augmentations on him. So his eyes are actually like goggles that are glowing green.
So he's
It's a
not
small
made
world after all.
Alright, got it.
Makoto walks over to Crypto. So, looks like it's been kind of several rough days for you.
Yep, pretty much all my life. So
These guys need a ride home, or are you good?
I think I can make it home with them.
Don't drive in anything. Take a nap. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure that that purple woman will lay you out.
Phrasing as he gets up and leaves.
He does not even understand what you're talking about.
It's okay. They're just crypto. He's so out of it. All right, we're going home.
Yep. Vacation.
Simon, do you need a
Vacation!
Simon? Would you like a ride?
Vacation.
I'm sorry. It's just like, Simon, would you like a ride? Jesse is just looking off screen, and then there's just the tiniest little meow. I know it wasn't from your side, but it really sounded like you were just listening to the cat talking off screen.
Damn it! Them fucking Tabaxi kids are following me again.
Yes, I would. I rather would. as much
Would a pugilist tabaxi be a tabaxi?
Taboxer.
I like it.
What about a winter sports winter sports event tabaxi? He's a tobogganist.
I like it.
Well, I just need to point out the most famous of the taboxers, which is Muhammad Miauli.
And we're home.
Muhammad Ali.
Crazy how fast these things go. I mean, even though it's actually 20 miles an hour.
It wasn't super far. Like,
Space is relative in the grid.
I guess in the grid we also can travel
when you measure
instantly.
time in 6 seconds increments, it feels like it's gonna take a while to get there when you're like trying to get there before somebody falls off a building. When in like reality, like you can get there pretty fast.
Anyway, we're home.
Yeah.
Immediately
so
turns
all
off
of
the
you guys,
turns off the board and everyone just falls like a
You would notice Ricotta's already there.
all of you guys make
Fuck!
it.
Jesus. What the hell are you doing here?
Is he
No,
still
with
cheese?
no filter that is exhausted gives me life.
Okay, so this is not how it happened, but now I totally imagine this is how it happened. You guys get there, everything's fine, and the camera just slightly turns over and Ricotta's staying behind you the whole time, and you just did not know he was there.
He catch a ride or something. I wasn't paying attention.
No.
Yeah, he has the same surfboard thing you do, so he could have just
I
fallen
know.
off.
Is he still?
He has
is
two
still
robot
cheese?
servants now. One's the skinny kind of C-3PO one, and this other one's like big but very clumsy.
You're like a JRPG boss at this point.
Confirmed.
You're the central body, and then you've got like two bits. One that's got like shielding, and the other one that heals you. I'm sure.
Okay, I gotta apologize. Of course, it's a Warhammer reference. If you look up a tech priest, it's what he's heavily based off of.
Okay.
They got a bunch of like robot appendage arms and stuff.
Okay, we're done. We're done here. I don't even care that this cheese person followed us home. I don't.
Negative. My designation is Ricotta.
Ricotta.
I like cheese man.
Confirmed.
Gotta Ricotta.
Adapting to use the subject title of Cheese Man.
Oh god. Hey Vox, we were successful in our mission in finding Simon and maybe finding the reality hacker. That one's up in the air still, though.
Yeah. I have a new mission for you.
Jacking
It just came in while you were out. You need to sleep for 10 hours. Any less and they're taking your badge.
Maybe.
Can I roll a medicine check on Crypto real quick?
Go for it.
Ricotta uncomfortably gets close to Crypto.
What else is new?
21.
Only do Ricotta.
Oh,
How many?
no.
21. So like, how many days of lack of sleep do I think Crypto has?
So
4.
Oh, well, that's how many you actually have. But how many do I think? Just from what?
yeah, so
21.
it's hard to tell exactly like how long someone's gone without sleep. You know that it's probably been at least like 48 hours. He definitely looks kind of fucked. Moving very slowly, showing some signs of exhaustion, at least a level or two.
Negative. Subject Voxhart. Subject Crypto needs at least 7 to 8 days to return back to normal sleep cycles.
Yeah, huh?
Okay.
Who's this?
I don't know. We picked him up on the way home.
It appears my name, as you would call it, is Cheeseman.
This
so
is
you're actually
Ricotta.
called Cheeseman.
My actual designation is Ricotta.
You're Ricotta Cheeseman.
I am going by what organics call nicknames.
So wait a minute.
To help
Let me make sure I
connect.
understand. Is your nickname Ricotta or is your designation actually Ricotta?
Correct. Actual
And no-
designation Ricotta.
Don't get on my bike. I'm taking you home. Like the accent's out the door. Let's go.
Well,
That action is moot. We are at home.
No, are we?
Yeah.
Confirmed.
So you guys are at the professor's tower. You're not like in Crypto's apartment.
You guys are literally standing outside Crypto's apartment.
I'm gonna open the door.
No, I thought you guys. I thought
Oh yeah, how's
Crypto went back to the main
The portal goes to either the lab or the conference room.
How's-
I got confused because Reese was like, "And we're home."
No, our home.
Yeah, home as in home the building.
Back in
Ah.
Apex, whatever it's called.
Okay. Apex Legends, nice.
But you do know that there are, I think it's Apex Solutions, but there are
Sorry,
plenty
that's
of
a video
places
game.
for y'all to, for y'all to crash here in the main area if you want. Otherwise, you can go to your respective apartments.
Crashing would be.
Or I'll
no,
crash at
sorry,
Sammy's.
I'm joking.
I'm sorry, Simon. Did you have a question?
I sure did. How's Sammy?
Last we heard, not great. She did return home. I don't know if you were here for that or not. She had a lot of anxiety. Hopefully she's doing better now. This would have been like 4 or 5 days ago.
Subject Sammy is under great protection from Henshin Academy. They are currently at 123 Sunshine Safe Place Street.
That seems very obvious, doesn't it? Like, that seems like the first place you'd go to look if you were a nasty and you wanted to go hunt somebody down. That whole...
I think if I was looking for Sammy, it definitely would be 123 Sunshine Street.
Confirmed.
Vinna, have you heard anything?
Sorry, I don't know if any of you have seen the video of like the little dog where it's like, "I got you on film."
Oh,
There's like that.
Mr. Bubs.
Yeah.
Mr. Bubs.
That's that remind me of.
Mr. Boobs. Oh my god.
Alright, anyway. I haven't heard anything from her, but also I've been kind of busy the last couple of days, so
Understandable. We got it. All right.
let her rest. It's been 4 days.
She is we're guessing she's fine. Daiyo is off doing her thing somewhere. Hopefully she's fine too.
You mean
Crypto
you
does
haven't
have
kept up with her?
Crypto does have a burner phone to reach Daiyo though.
Yeah.
She's been off doing research on Cyblades and doing
That's what
her
it
and
was.
some stuff.
Yeah, I left her the voicemail, but that was like it.
Yeah.
So just whatever.
Jesse, it's going very well.
She keeps asking if things move.
One point of order though there. Just so you know, Simon, before Bark had passed, he left in his video will that Crypto is our default leader here. So just in case we ever have to do rank, we defer to Crypto.
That is still up for
That's fine.
negotiation, I guess, because
I dare say we're a little bit looser range of a confederation than that. I mean,
Oh,
hell,
sir.
who are we even without the professor? Which, by the way, has anyone seen that big scaly lion bastard?
not recently. No.
That's also been a thing. We'll talk about this in the morning, okay?
Oh yeah, I've been keeping tabs. I heard.
Yeah. I haven't heard for anything from him either. And yet again, it's been 3 days since that, so
Well, long enough for that big scaly lightning breathing mother. Anyway,
It
So-
feels like it's been half a year worth of stuff crammed into these few days.
I feel
it really does.
I think it was more like a year.
They say
Let's-
time works differently in the virtual, but I don't
let's-
think that's what they meant.
Let's all pick this up in the morning. What fucking day is it?
Sleep day. Crypto, it's sleep day.
Yeah, it's
The
it
more you
is.
say it, the
Cat
more
the
I'm gonna
seed!
rebel
We're gonna
against
keep going
it.
with
You
this
can't keep
forever!
reminding me. That's
Okay.
not gonna help.
Crypto, stay awake. Stay awake right now.
If
Stay
you
awake
go
really
to
hard.
sleep, I'm gonna punch you.
I do like taking.
If
Whatever,
Vinna had
fine.
the sleep spell, she would already been using it.
Let's just pick this up in the morning,
Nope.
and we'll figure it out then. What is happening? I wasn't.
I'm just hearing somewhere in the background, I'm assuming from Jesse said, let's just pick this up in the morning. No!
All right. I mean, whatever. Ricotta, are you staying here?
Mercado, you were told to stay with them and help them as best you can and learn from them.
If that would help.
This is either a question or an invitation. Would you like to stay?
I was ordered to follow your directions. Subject crypto.
Great. Cool. Okay, we'll find a room. I think we check the professor's notes of shit.
Yeah, we have a couple, right?
We basically have the run of the building at the moment.
Yeah.
So give me a minute. Let me dig through some stuff.
Understood. Adding a 60-second timer.
Oh, fuck you.
Simon's gonna make his way down to his old
I'm
room.
not into that.
You're gonna hear a very loud, "What in the hell?" And then like you see like on the AEN stream, it's just like the door opens and it is completely covered in vines, like ceiling to floor.
And garbage and debris of all manner of junk food that you could possibly find.
Yeah.
Hey, Simon, this is voicemail. Hey, Simon, you can turn off your stream now. Okay, bye.
Salada and Afumakata will help clean up your room.
Una matata.
Oh god, is another goddamn
What a
kind
wonderful phrase.
Ain't no passing craze.
It's a
Oh look, here's an open spot. It's located 2 doors down from mine. Wasn't that nice?
Thank goodness it wasn't 3 doors down. I'd be very disappointed.
Trying to think of a 3 doors down.
I was just thinking Superman.
You hear confused robotic noises from Rokata as he does not get the joke.
Well, if I go crazy, would you still call me Superman? If I'm alive and well,
Vinna, are you fine in Sammy's apartment?
I know where it is.
Okay, good.
Rokata just like sends the address to the group chat, but the vaccine one only.
Voxhart, do you have a place to stay?
I mean, I have an apartment, yes, but I've been
okay.
designated to stay with you all as we try to figure out what's happening with the reality hacker and the like.
Would you like a temporary one here?
Can confirm.
Hey.
It would be highly advised that we all stay together.
I'll say crypto, you can easily enough pull up on the professor's computer. There is like a layout. So the building that y'all are in is a high rise. There are the lowest floors contain all manner of like shops and restaurants. It is basically like a mall at the bottom here. And up at the top are apartments for hundreds of families, including you guys, plus plenty of open spaces. And there are some open apartments near where y'all's apartments are that you guys could let the guests use. Alternatively, there are several floors in the professor's actual like penthouse areas that don't have a lot in them. So there are the like 2 floors that are just empty, concrete and
unconstructed,
unfinished stuff. Yeah. And then there's his actual like lab and conference room and like couches everywhere and stuff like that. But you can easily enough find apartments for anybody that would want them here.
Subject.
I have an apartment in the building. We did that forever ago, but for Ricotta.
Oh, did we?
Subject to Voxhart. Might I have a word?
Yes, sure, Mr. Cheeseman. Let's go this way.
He follows. I may need part of your expertise with technology. I believe you said you were designated as that role with Henshin Command. Is this confirmed?
I definitely didn't say it in front of Scotty, Mr. Cheeseman.
Well, didn't you? Oh,
I
in
mentioned
character.
that-
I'm just saying because you said earlier that's what you did, right?
Yes, out of character, I had been explaining to the GM that my role as a telecommunications operator, I work as an independent, so I both decipher as well as encrypt.
So I'll say that from what Ricotta knows of Voxhart, there isn't actually a ton. So like most of the rest of these guys, you're able to find like social media profiles. You're able to find like
all of Bark streams.
Yeah, all of Bark streams, anything public that they have.
If Ricotta could feel fear, he would have with the Cyblight thing. We saw that.
For Voxhart, there's not as much, and it's unclear if it's like it feels like it's probably intentional. Based on Ricotta's understanding of how the Henshin work, he's guessing he's probably one of the independents that lean a little bit more towards the subterfuge area.
My question is how
indeed.
How we got the first word of your question, Aya.
My question is how, and then you cut out.
Fuck's sake.
Excuse
Hi.
me while I clip a thing. Ask the question.
I think you're back.
I was just wondering how the fuck Ricardo learned about Vinna. Her stuff is all hush hush.
There was mention of it from Knight of Stalwart Shield Disc.
That bitch.
Oh yeah, where did you fuck off to during all of this?
Meanwhile, on the grid, woo! And he's got like the pink drunk
Yeah,
stuff.
if Heyu, I do not think went immediately with them. I would say it would probably make sense for Heyu realizing that shit's going down. Would maybe join the some of the rest of the knights in searching that wreckage for any salvageable information on the reality hacker and or her minions to
That tracks.
round up, as it were.
That tracks.
Ricotta, in his weird grammar, would explain to Voxhart about the phone that he found and how he can't transfer data off of it, and there is code on it.
All right. That is a little more. That's a little outside of my personal pay grade. I have someone at command that could help, but we also have, and I motion to Simon. So, he can manipulate the code. He might be able to pull it out. I have someone back at command, but they might claim the device and copies of everything.
Sorry, when I say code, I mean like she was saying earlier, it's like spy code, not like literal code.
Yes.
Decipher.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got to be careful with the Retroverse because code is very
Cipher.
Sorry,
From this point forward, Cipher.
Yeah.
I can take a crack at it.
I would rather you not crack the device.
Let me tell you a thing
as
about
a hand comes out from under the cloak, and you see like they're like plant fingers, and it like rotates and then just gives it to you.
I don't know if anyone's talked to you about wordplay or idioms. Unfortunately, a lot of our language requires that to more succinctly pass on information.
Noted.
Good. So if I tell you that I'll get cracking, I don't mean I'm going to physically crack the phone. I'm just going to try and decipher the cipher.
Understood. Adding to vocabulary. Have a crack at it.
There you go.
Oh boy.
All right.
Just imagining somebody's going to.
It's only going to be for deciphering code.
It's gonna be somebody's gonna introduce this poor fool to like Urban Dictionary, and it's all gonna be over.
And that poor sap is going to be Voxhart. He's going to.
I would rather not see a prairie dog.
Ricotta, while I work on this cipher, would you do me a favor?
You don't want to.
Would you go to Google, whatever we're calling the not Google?
I think it was
here?
Frugal.
Would you go to Bing?
I think it was Frugal, is what we were calling it.
Go to Ding.
Yeah, go to use Ding.
Of course, Vox dings.
Use Frugal and why don't you look
Analyzing,
up a few famous
Ding
phrases.
has 80% more likely chance of risky media in search results.
That's certain, but it's not as fun, and it feels bad. Feels bad, man. So, let me get to work on this.
Sorry, I'm just laughing more at
You
the
got the
awkward
face,
pause. The awkward pause is
Mhm.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
All right. I also love that Callie has a frog after
Yes.
saying feels bad, man.
There's a freaking bug on the wall.
Ooh, I'm gonna go check it out.
You're
I'll be
like,
back.
Callie has a frog.
This is beautiful. I love tonight. But
And
yeah,
I
so
say this having had the exact reaction in our like early morning games with Callie of like freaking out because there was a giant spider in the wall.
It's like behind that box. Behind me.
betting $1 that it's a house centipede.
Do you see it?
I think.
Oh no!
Kate-
That is the worst thing you could possibly say in response to "Do you see a bug?"
Oh shit, that's bigger than I thought. Run! It's got a knife.
I'm just having war flashbacks to our mailbox for whatever reason has this one really persistent spider that will not fucking leave. That I've actually had a conversation with Bob about before, to the point where the other day Kevin brought in the mail and carried it into the house while like carrying a box and other packages like up against his chest, put it down on the counter, and I screamed like a little banshee because there is a spider the size of a quarter on the mail he had pressed to his chest a second ago. So we almost burned our house down that day.
It's bigger than I imagined. It's so big, Senpai.
Yeah, so you guys were right.
Ooh.
It had a knife, and that's why.
So yeah, Vox will take at
What are
least
you
an
doing,
hour to start
stepmother?
working on the cipher.
Okay.
He doesn't. Yeah, just.
Was he showing the bug to the cat?
Yeah.
What kind of bug is it?
We don't know.
Can you show it to the
How many
stream?
legs did it have?
No, can we? No, please don't.
Also, I 100%, when I had cats, would also immediately show the bug to the cat and be like, "This is your job. You are supposed to hunt these. What the fuck are you doing?"
Normally Garfield is all for it, but he was just really scared at the paper towel less than the bug. He was like, whoa.
My poor baby, Midna, she was trying to go after a moth in the house, and she almost had it, but it got in her eye instead, and it scared her off, and I was like, no, Daddy's gonna kill it.
Every now and then, Terry will go after flies and will lose his shit running around the house. And usually, after about 45 minutes, I take pity on him and grab a notebook and start chasing it around with him to try and smack it to the floor so he can grab it.
Yeah.
Because
That's what you
like
gotta do.
he's ambitious, but he's short. It wants to hang out up near the ceiling, and dude's like 12 inches tall. It ain't happening.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Vox is working on cracking that code. What are the rest of y'all doing?
I'm gonna take Crypto to his room so he can sleep, please.
Oh.
No.
Cuddles?
You
Are we
guys-
having cuddles?
No.
And they were roommates. Oh
And
my
Everyone else shipping?
God.
We already did it with Noli and Nopto.
Yes, this ship has sailed. Simon, for his part, is going to be at least clearing a path to his bedroom.
Yeah.
and like
The
collapse.
the two robots are helping you.
And right before he drifts off, he goes, "I wonder how Sekhmet's doing."
The robots.
If you still watch this, we do miss you occasionally. It's been a long time since those first couple sessions.
Yeah, I miss him.
Yeah,
But
For those
Si-
who don't know, Bob,
Gonna
Sekhmet was a
find
Razor Rye that was in our team
room.
originally, and the
She's
player had to
gonna
leave early.
pass out. Where the fuck is where the fuck is Kent?
Yeah.
Nice. Skeleton.
Yeah, where is your
corner.
boyfriend?
Skeleton corner. That's Kemp's. We
Oh,
forgot
for a
to
second,
feed
I
him.
thought we were talking about your green-skinned fella from Quantum Rose, Bob. I was really confused.
I know.
We forgot
Clark
to feed
Kent.
Kent while he was gone. Well, we were gone.
I'm sure he just stayed behind and like.
Yeah, I think he probably stayed here and was working on researching different things. And had been slowly adding to stage with any information that he was able to find.
Yeah.
And once you guys show up, I'll say that he can very easily find Vinna.
Great. She's like, alright.
For Simon, real quick, your room is constantly being cleaned by those two robots.
Oh, well, they're gonna have to fight the vines.
Yeah, when you wake up in the morning, probably like a quarter of it's gonna be clean.
Oh, are they like? I imagine there's like lianas that are just like up here, like just like snakes, like trying to like.
She's trying to spook your boyfriend. Give her a second, guys.
Okay.
So tired.
I heard some of what's going on. I'm so sorry. And he'll just wrap you in a big hug.
Yeah. Anywhere I go, it's just nonsense, and I don't know if I can handle it.
Well, this place, as far as I can tell, is safe. You're surrounded by a lot of people that seem to know what they're doing. And if they don't know what they're doing, they're at least decent at trying to protect each other. Themselves,
You say
not so
that,
much.
But literally, one person died yesterday, and another person almost died today.
But they've been... Just because they do risky stuff with themselves, they're going to protect each other. Crypto's falling out, and literally everyone is... I'm pretty sure there were at least 2 people trying to shove him down the hallway to his apartment. I know that right now things are kind of ridiculous and awful. But you have... No, puppy!
Just awful.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm the
So
worst.
terrible.
I said, oh, puppy, and mine came running into the room.
Vinna, stop! I'm trying to talk.
He's like, they're trying to help each other. You guys all just went through some really, really traumatic stuff really, really quickly. And there are some people that when they go through trauma, their response is to hyper focus on fixing the problem rather than taking care of themselves. And in my experience, adventurers tend to be people that try to help others, which means they're going to hyper focus even harder on helping everyone other than themselves.
Ken, you don't have to call me out like that. Fuck you.
What I'm
Voxhart
saying
starts
is-
doing a small, quiet, slow clap.
Hear it down the hallway.
Go to bed, Vox.
Simon
I'm
grumbles in
right
his sleep
here,
and rolls over,
decoding.
like rubbing his burning ears.
You would hear from the same room Voxhart is in 2 metal, like almost like tin cans clapping. Bondry,
What I'm
why
saying
are we
is-
clapping?
I'm getting like gyro vibes off this guy.
Yeah,
A little bit, yeah.
I love it. That's what I mean. It was, you know, like, all right, okay, I follow you, but I can't handle you right now, my man.
What I'm saying is when your friends can't look out for themselves, you look out for each other, yourself included. So, I think all of you should go to sleep, take a nap. If you're concerned about anything, I can keep watch.
No, it's
I've
fine.
found apparently the professor had access to the security cameras and everything.
Mhm.
So that's a thing that we can do.
For now, it's fine. We're really. I just want to lay in bed with you. That's okay.
Okay.
This is worse than that 1 week where there was just like the molasses incident. This is worse than that.
Yeah, I didn't think it could get worse, but yeah, this is definitely worse.
Had to find out if it goes fast on a summer Sunday.
It was a sticky situation.
I like how Scott has like, I made this character's name as a pun and then just has committed to the act so fucking hard in chat. It's just been nonstop puns this entire session.
He is really like owning the bit. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
But-
so yeah,
so
like, alright. She grabs him and she takes him to bed.
yeah, you guys lay down,
Fully
relax,
picks him up.
try and catch some sleep. Simon gets some sleep. Vox gets a little more of that code in. Ricotta is crashing as well, I assume.
Yeah, he would go into standby.
Okay. Oli and Crypto.
Holy, why are you in my room?
Are off screen right now.
No.
Sorry.
I can
I'll
get
stop
you.
Guys,
interjecting.
let him talk.
I can get you an apartment, you know.
I've been dying in your arms tonight.
Can someone mute him?
Must have been something you said.
And him too.
I don't know.
I just
was-
died in your arms.
Guys.
That's it. I'm turning this car around. Are you okay?
Am I okay? I was just making sure you were okay.
I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about yesterday.
With Bark?
Well, I think it was before that. But just that, all that whole situation, that whole event, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, to be truthful, Crypto, I wasn't doing very well. I think it's a lasting thing from being in the thing for so long. I kind of had what Vox called a panic attack. And I went to the roof, and then everything kind of happened. But I mean, how are you? Are you doing okay?
I'm very tired.
I can tell.
Not just of, well, not sleeping. I'm very tired of everything. Kind of tired of pretending. I think Vox was right. I keep trying to be this paragon, and that's just not who I am.
Vox said that?
Yeah, what a dick, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick his ass later.
But he's right though. basically all I've ever done, everything I've done, has been trying to live up to a standard that I can't reach. I'm so tired of the struggle. And I just want to do the one thing that I know I can at least try to do. I don't care anymore about trying to live up to some reputation. I don't care about trying to make people proud. I just want to protect you guys. All of you guys.
But can't you see you've been doing that all along? I just... Yes, don't live up to some non-existent... the words escape me, but the non-existent picturesque in the sky do not... Like, you are... I've only known all of you for a short amount of times, and I've seen the dynamic, and they do... In your eyes, you are that thing that you are trying to live up to. I know it's hard to see it, but you are great, and you are bright, like that big star up in the sky.
Sun?
No, the other big one.
Solaris?
Polaris, yeah, or whatever. whatever it's called in this one.
Oh yeah.
I actually have the
Unwritten.
names of constellations because
Oh yeah,
Jamie!
unwritten.
Solaris is unwritten, yes.
Yeah.
But no, it's... You don't have to be what everybody wants you to be. You can just be you. And that would be enough for everyone. Because you are that light in the sky. I don't know if I'm making sense. I also have lost like 2 days of sleep.
No, you're right as well. I think it's time to stop trying to be crypto son of NT and Winnie, great adventurers. I think it's just time to be crypto.
And that seems good enough for me.
I didn't get to thank you, by the way.
Or I didn't do anything.
Well, you've done a lot, actually. Basically, since you got here, you been kind of making sure I was all right. I don't really remember our first interaction, but what I do remember, the very first thing that I do remember, was when everyone was here and I passed out. Who was kind of there poking and prodding at my face was you were there, trying to stab me in the eye with a rock. What was the deal with that? The gur.
You were trying to heal him with the gay magic rock.
I was trying to heal you with the gay rock, as Vinna calls it. That's not what I call it. It's called
Right.
something else in my language.
You were there for that. You were
Mhm.
there when I ran off, and you were there when I got captured by the chemist. Just kind of been there, kind of making sure I don't die of my own stupidity. You helped me. You helped me resurrect the bastard with what little remnants you have of your home.
I want to help. I want to help you. You're important to me, Crypto.
And you, Wally, are important to me.
Ollie, as soon as you say that, like, there's like a moment of her face, just like her smile like lights up, and her skin, which was like kind of darkish black before, turns like a vibrant pink.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Let's get you some sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's about time I get some rest.
I could stay at the couch if you want, or I could leave. I don't really have a place to go.
Well, we'll just deal with that later. You can take the bed.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely yes. That's if you're fucking staying here, you don't get a choice. It's my apartment.
Question to the GM specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Crypto's apartment in relation to where people are right now?
We did this once, several months ago.
Oh yeah.
Is it far or near? I'm not asking for exacts, guys.
I want to
I know
say
the Bark is next to Sammy's apartment, and like Crypto's is a little bit off from their apartment.
And right now, some of us are in the lab. So is it closer or further from the lab?
The lab is on a different level.
Yeah, the lab
There you
is
go.
like 3 floors well above where any of the apartments
Then I
are.
can't do a funny bit. That's all I was asking for.
Sorry, fam. Also, fair reminder that Crypto's room, pretty much the only furniture in there is a bed and I believe like a bench press.
Oh, then yes, I hear
And that's
that.
about it.
I absolutely hear that then.
It's 3 floors in a high rise. You can't hear a conversation from 3 floors away.
Oh, 3 floors. I thought you said 1 floor.
No,
1 floor I
it's
could. 3 floors.
yeah. So there's the lab, and then there's 2 floors of like empty space that haven't really been renovated at all.
Sure. I got you now.
I could take the bench press, or we both could take the bed.
This is not up for debate.
I literally I said it, guys.
Callie!
I said it! So-
I can't. I can't.
And this is when they both learned that they were bottoms.
She said I could take the bench press, and I just had a stroke.
I said after I said
Negative. They are not bottoms. They are subpar below bottom.
Get out of here,
At
Cheeks.
the
No,
deepest
you're not
depths
there.
of a black hole.
Not there.
Shut the hell up. Let me finish.
We want you to.
That's what she said.
Fuck off.
That's what she said.
that's
I believe the
damn
Fleshbound
it.
call this awkward.
Crypto's gonna
Yeah.
sit at the end of the bed, and he's gonna pass out right there.
All that shit.
okay. I will also get on the bed and sleep on the bed.
Yay!
No, no, no. No, no, no.
The sweet babies. This is so pure.
I appreciate
You need to make a TikTok of just this dog.
from each other, that they're like as much room as possible, but still on the.
I appreciate Chorizo's support in this. Thank you.
Crypto is leaning against the bed. On the floor, sitting, leaning against the bed.
Roll me over next to the wall. Roll me over next to the wall.
Okay.
And I pick Crypto up and put him on the bed and also sleep on the bed. That's it. That's all. That's
Yeah!
That's
Love truly wins.
We'll hang a banner over the chat room. Mission accomplished. We can end the campaign right here.
Drew, it just zooms in on Ricotta's spyglass, and it just goes to this tiny little like NASA crew in his head, and they're like,
I feel
"Ladies
like
and gentlemen,
we
got him."
I feel like I need like a smash cut of every time both Callie and Reese have just done this all night.
Oh, a super cut of the head palms?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Are any of you not sleeping?
Fuck no.
I don't know if I need to
Thank
sleep.
God.
I know I need a long rest, but I don't
Yeah.
remember if the Mechanomes are like Warforged, where they just like sit
No,
there.
they need to sleep. It doesn't say anything that like. Okay, I specifically read their stuff. It doesn't say they don't need to sleep. This is not the Restless. He needs to fucking
But
sleep. I don't care what it
yeah.
looks like.
Yep.
But it's sleep.
I was about to say you've probably read it better than me. I was just like, I like the theme. So okay.
Yeah.
Ricotta finds a place to sleep, I guess.
And if Crypto is actually getting a full rest, he can remove one layer of his exhaustion.
Oh my god. We're gonna be here a while, folks.
And I think we've been playing for like 2-ish hours, so I think we may pick up there next time.
Here's a question for the GM before we cut the stuff. Actually, two questions. One, do I get anything before I pass out?
Oh, go ahead and roll a. I'll
Wisdom?
say in. This feels like an investigation check.
Investigation, sure.
Yeah.
19.
Okay. So I will say that you do decode a good part of it, and I will let you know what you decode next time.
That's fine. The second question was,
Yeah.
hey, I know that some of us have been talking about maybe not doing a day by day by day by day by day by day by day.
Mhm.
What kind of time skip might we be able to have? Please, Game Master?
I'm thinking 2 weeks.
Hey, mommy, please.
2 weeks.
At least 2 weeks.
Okay, so if there's a time skip of 2 weeks, is that enough time for Crypto to not be a dead dog?
I mean, as long as he sleeps, yes.
Is that enough time for her?
I
for Ola to have moved into the apartment?
So I looked up the rules.
They were roommates.
As long as you get a good night's sleep and you have food and water and everything, you can remove a layer of exhaustion every night. So he will probably not die as long as he continues to he does sleep eventually. And we
Don't
will pick up
test me.
there next time with how everyone wakes up and the awkwardness that ensues between Oli and Crypto, which I'm sure will just be more of it. I'm super looking forward to that. And we'll go over what you guys do over your little bit of a break.
Yes, and we'll totally level up to level 16, right?
Yes, probably. Let me. I want to check and see what corruption crew is at, but we'll see. It'll be soon though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Simon wakes up in the morning. He's got like Bud right here.
Hey! I'm hungover.
Where's
They
the
left
puppy?
me across town.
Oh boy, I'm hunting over you.
So plug.
We're out of rats.
I will say Jesse, do you want to go first?
Well, sure.
So, you can catch me tomorrow night on Mysteries of the Silver Fleet with this fine. Well, some of this. No, actually, none of you guys are in that session. So, except Scotty. Scotty's in it. In Mysteries of the Silver Fleet. You're still in that game, right? Yes. So, Quest for the Quantum Rose still on hiatus for the time being, but we'll be coming back to YouTube shortly. So be on the lookout for. Sorry about that, chorizo. Be on the lookout for new episodes. Beyond that, I have got this game. I have got the Ghost of Saltmarsh on the other Saturday next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And speaking of which, that's my YouTube handle, back channel. So check it out. That's where you can go find classic episodes of season 1 of Quantum Rose. And that's all I've got right now.
That was a beautiful pun to just close out the night of so many puns.
That's what I do.
Bob, do you want to go next?
Sure. Hey, hi, Worldwide Sentai. This is Bob Scary VOA coming at you live from Scotty Hood's channel. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and a slew of other places by my handle, Bob Scary VOA. You can also go to bobscaryvoa.com to listen to my voiceover demos because I'm, in fact, a voiceover artist. You can also find me, specifically for games and so on and so forth, over on Milady Saito's channel, where I'm on her Monday night and Saturday afternoon games. If you haven't gone there before, lovely group of individuals. I would know. I play there a lot. You can find me here on Scotty Hood's channel doing this game specifically and only because Scotty only wants me here. He doesn't want me anywhere else. I've never been invited. How dare you, sir?
Wow.
I gotta be a little saucy.
You should definitely come back.
If you're on the Discord, you would know all about it.
I know. I'm being a jerk. I'm sorry.
Oh, look, another one's getting jealous of attention.
Oh,
No, he just wants French fries.
And yeah, we can figure out something with that, Jesse, about me swinging by for another one or two of those.
Because the team are in Paradise 1, which is like the green place. You'll love
Yeah,
it.
I saw you were talking about that on one of your posts, so we'll talk about that. But you can find me on my channel, Bob Scary VOA, where I'm playing video games of varying kinds, and hopefully I'll do more voiceover content soon. But I know that one of the really cool visual novels that I backed on Kickstarter, Cooking Companions, a psychological horror VN, just came out yesterday, and I had previewed it last year around this time, so you should come by because I might be playing it through. I think that's enough. I've taken up enough of your time.
Aya, do you want to go next?
Hey everybody. My name is Aya Golder. You can find me at all the places as such. I do commissions for digital and like actual physical art. I can get I make plushies and such, and I'm doing a commission that I'm sure you guys are gonna like, so you'll see that very soon. And let's see, everybody else is gonna talk about the other games, so I'll talk about my game, which is Saffron Academy, which is happens every other week on Thursdays on Fraction Moon D&D at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. And well, I was at his house for dinner. She and is very excited to talk to Kat's character, so we'll see how that goes.
I'm very excited.
I get to bring in my Jewish mother character, so like, yeah.
Pumped for it.
Mhm.
Callie, do you want to go next?
Yes, I'm sorry. I was not muted. Thought I was muted. Hello. I'm Callie, Cap Callie on Twitter. I post art. I've been posting art that I have been sitting on for a while. Mostly from the inspired by this game. Meaning that it's Ollie and Lyra, because that's literally all I draw now. But I do not at the moment have commissions open. due to getting used to a job that takes a lot of my time. But I run a game on Tuesdays, every other Tuesday. It's called Unwritten. Aya and Reese are in it, and I I force their characters to share a bed. Like, not together, but like
with other characters.
With other characters.
But force, but I feel like this was inevitable.
You're just digging the hole deeper the more you talk, you know.
A little bit, yeah.
No.
Don't
I
worry,
didn't force
she'll fill it
anything.
soon.
Ah, jeez.
Callie, I expect cuddles of Crypto and Ollie by tomorrow morning.
Jeez, let the girl sleep.
No sleep for the shipping.
I got a game at 10 o'clock in the morning, and then Chaos Crew is tomorrow, and yeah, it's gonna.
We have a wedding to go to.
Wedding. We're going to a wedding. We're gonna have some people at the wedding that I'm so excited about.
Can't wait.
I literally cannot wait.
So good.
I would strongly recommend tuning in to see Chaos Crew tomorrow. It's at 3 o'clock on this channel.
If you literally don't know anything about it, just come.
Yeah, just come look, and you'll know when it happens. You'll know what we're talking about, and it's gonna be great. So, yeah, that's it for me.
The best part about the thing is not everybody in the game knows about the thing.
What?
Well, we'll talk about it afterwards.
Reese, do you got anything?
No. Should be it.
So, I am in, as well as Aya and Callie are in a Vampire the Masquerade game that goes live every other Monday. So not this Monday, but the Monday after this. So I don't know what date that would be. The 18th is when our next, I click on my calendar and it's like, what do you mean you want to unmute using spacebar? What the fuck is that? It'll be on the 18th. Check that out. It's on the channel that Kevin and I run, Crow and Chimera. It's super cool, and we may be having a new player join the team sometime soon. So I'm excited for that. And follow me on Twitter. I also have a Crow and Chimera Twitter where I announce when the next episodes are going live. So keep an eye on that. Yeah, I think my next game that's gonna be live. It's gonna be live would be next Retroverse. So next Friday at 7:30. Keep an eye out for Corruption Crew. Scott, do you want to close this out?
After Lycosa.
Can't have her.
I mean, you're dead, Verm, so shut up.
No, she's mine.
I'm not dead in my own heart.
Oh my god, will he come back as a revenant or something?
You will fucking rise from the grave. You think you keep your hands off my spider.
No.
Get your
what do you got
goddamn
going on?
hands off her.
Get away from her, you bitch! Anyway, closing plugs. Thank you everyone who watches this on live streams. It's really nice. I greatly appreciate comments in the Twitch chat. I might not see them right away, but I always go back and look at them. So they are greatly appreciated. And thank you all who watch it later on YouTube. And our next game, as been stated, is Chaos Crew. Tomorrow, October 9th, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss it. And then, as Simon, aka Jesse, said, we got Mystery Silverfoot Fleet also tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. And that is a Dark Matter game. Yeah, everything's Dark Matter in that one. And, you know what? Why not? Meiji and Press, they just finished that Kickstarter, didn't they? Okay, well,
They did, but you can still back it at their backer kit. So if you miss the chance, you can still go in and check it out.
okay, so what we're talking about at this time, because they have a lot of Kickstarters, is one called Valda's Spire of Secrets. And it's essentially an expanded player's handbook that has new classes that's from their roster, such as Alchemist, Captain, Craftsman, Gunslinger, Martyr, Investigator. War Mage, which shows up in our Mysteries of Silver Fleet game quite a bit, and a bunch of new subclasses for the core ones. It's
My new character for Mysteries of Silver Fleet is actually a craftsman from that book. So
new equipment, new magic items, new spells, you name it, it's in here for the player. It is 385 pages, at least the PDF version. So I would suggest checking it out. And with that, we can call it a night.
Yeah, I just have to share. I'm sorry. Every time I look at my dog, he wags his tail, and it's giving me life. But I cannot show y'all because if I were to move, I would drop him.
Oh,
baby.
So it was a blast. I love you all, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Everyone, get
Y'all are
sleep.
dead.
Oh.
Actually,
Y'all are
sleep people.
degenerates.
Sleep. Don't be like Crypto.